Hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mr. Spur, and this is the first episode of Quarantunes for 5th grade band. Quarantunes, Quarantunes, we're all stuck inside with Quarantunes. Today, we're going to focus on the mechanics that are used to operate our instruments. First, I'll begin with the flute, then I'll move on to the clarinet, and then I'll end with brass. If you'd like to fast forward through this lesson, feel free to do so, or you could take the time and watch all three. Okay, here we are. Let's start with flute. So, flutes, what I'd like you to do is just take your head joint, okay, and we're going to focus on getting a good sound. All right, so remember, first, the shape of our lips, or our embouchure, we need to make the shape saying the words poo, just like that. I'll show you again. Poo. Now, you notice how my lips are kind of pouty? You gotta also make sure that the hole that I'm making with my lips is very narrow. It's so narrow that I could spit out a sunflower seed. Okay? I'll show you one more time. Poo. Okay? Now, when you make that shape, what you need to do now is take your head joint. Make sure you're holding the closed side with your left hand, longer side with the right. Bring it up to your lips. You want to have your lower lip resting on the lip plate. And you want to feel that bottom lip kind of touching the hole right there. Making the poo shape, you blow across. And this is the sound we should get. You try. Now what you can do is try that again, only this time using your right hand. You can actually cover the end and you'll make this sound. Make sure you focus on getting a nice long tone. One other fun thing you can do is, still holding with your left hand, you can take your right index finger, stick it in the side, and mess with the pitch. Watch. Notice how as I put more of my index finger inside, the pitch goes down. As I pull it out, the pitch goes up. Clarinets. Make sure your mouthpiece is constructed with the ligature, the barrel, and of course your reed. See how my reed is sitting right up top? The most you want to see at the tip is probably just a hair's length apart between the reed and the top. Okay? Now, to get a sound out of our mouthpiece, this is what we need to do. First, make sure your reed is nice and damp. So that way, it's straight across. Second, you want to make sure your top teeth are on top of the mouthpiece, biting down. You have tight corners. And then your chin is flat. Make sure your mouthpiece isn't out like this, like it's a duck call, but it's pointing down. Okay? If you have those 3 points properly placed, teeth on top, tight corners, chin flat, blow. I'll do that again. And make sure you're holding right at the barrel and you're not clutching right here, right at the mouthpiece. Okay? Holding at the barrel, teeth on top, tight corners, flat chin, and blow. Brass players, let's take this time to review our 3 levels of buzzing. As you can see, I have already written them on the board. We have our first level, horsey lips. Should sound like this. Notice how I'm taking a lot of air and producing a nice long tone. Okay? We get in the habit of just shooting quick little bursts like this. We want to have some control over our sound, so make sure you make it nice and long. I'll show you again. Horsey lips. Make sure your lips are nice and relaxed. And also notice how my cheeks aren't puffed out like this. Please avoid doing that. Second, we have motorboat. Okay? All you're doing is you're just tightening your lips ever so slightly and you're producing this sound. And then third, mosquito. You just tighten your lips a little more. You don't need to have a lot of pressure. And try it again. One way to think about this is the analogy of the water hose. You take a hose, right? And it's spilling out water. But if you want to make that water faster, all you do is you hold that hose, take your thumb, cover it ever so slightly, and the rate of the water coming out of the hose speeds up. That's exactly what we're doing with our lips. Now what you can do is take these 3 different levels, practice them individually by themselves, and then try to practice them together, like so. I'll start at horsey lips, I'll go to mosquito. And then I can go the other way around. Mosquito, motorboat, and horsey. Once you've taken the time to master those, then you could get your mouthpiece and start buzzing on your mouthpiece. Make sure you're grabbing it by where the stem meets the bowl. Okay? When you put the mouthpiece to your mouth, please make sure that your lips are about 50-50. Okay? Don't have too much top lip or too much bottom lip. Let's make it 50-50. And then also, some of us have a habit of trying to pout our lips like this and then bring the mouthpiece to our lips. That's the sound that we get when we do that. Avoid that. Just keep your lips normal, bring the mouthpiece to your mouth, and buzz. Remember, we want to focus on nice, long tones. Okay? Same thing applies for low brass. Grab your mouthpiece right where the stem meets the bowl. Don't pout your lips. Just keep them together. 50-50 against your lips. And blow. Please take this time to practice those beginning techniques because we still need some work on them. Okay? That's all I've had prepared for today. If you do not have your instrument, there is still time to go get your instrument. Just go to the school. Tell an administrator that I need to gather my instrument and my belongings, and they'll help you out. I already have a table with supplies for you to grab, so all you need to do is just go to school and grab it. You still have a few days to do so. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Stay safe out there.